My name's Troy Bowles. I'm the Chief Pilot with FIGAS. I've been with FIGAS for 30 years this year. In that time I've accumulated 14,000 hours on the Islander, flying around the islands, approximately 30,000 landings, so plenty of experience flying around here. The FIGAS fleet have 5 Britten-Norman Islander aircraft, all twin-engined, 10-seater. We operate to just over 30 different airstrips around the Falklands. Most of those are on settlements, either on the mainland or on the outer islands. FIGAS is a vital element of the infrastructure of the Falklands, really. We kind of knit everything else together. It's a way for people who live in the camp settlements and on the outer islands to get to and from Stanley, or to get the mail and supplies in and out. We also provide medical evacuation service if the need arises. Additionally, in the summertime, we are the primary route for all of the tourists to get around the islands. We get a lot of land-based tourism throughout the summer months. Primarily wildlife photographers come for the bird life. We fly a variety of routes every day. It's always changing because of the amount of airstrips we have. All of our airstrips have different load limits, so there's a massive jigsaw puzzle really every day putting the flight scheduling together. So it means that your routes are never the same, which is quite nice for the pilots. There's always a variety. As far as the different airstrips are concerned, some are very straightforward. I mean, we've got the 2 tarmac runways in Mount Pleasant and Stanley. Then we have 4 or 5 sort of clay and rock based runways around the islands, and then the rest are grass. One of the most fun ones to land at actually in the winter time is Pebble Island, because we use the beach there. So there's a 4-mile long sand beach, which is just a little bit different, a little bit of fun for the pilots. We also have the other end of the scale where we have some of the outer islands with very short grass runways on undulating land. So we have a couple that are only 360 meters long, so they're very challenging. The biggest challenge for the pilots and flying on a day-to-day basis in the Falklands really is the weather. It's very changeable. I think actually we're renowned worldwide for having changeable weather. The main aspect of that, or the main challenge for us generally, is the wind. It's fairly common, particularly in the summer months, for the winds to be 25 to 35 knots on a regular basis. So you get very good at handling a crosswind when you're a FIGAS pilot. It's one of the primary bits of the training. The Islander itself is a very capable aircraft in the wind. It's very stable, and it'll comfortably handle a 30-knot crosswind. As I say, we do a lot of training with the pilots in flying it in fairly nasty weather conditions, so they get very capable of handling it. So we have 5 aircraft in the fleet. 4 of the aircraft are solely for passenger flying, and one, which happens to be the one we're standing next to today, Bravo Oscar, is a multi-role aircraft. So this is used for passenger flying when not being used for other roles, but its primary purpose really is maritime patrol, to patrol the fishing zones off the islands. Hence it's got a black dome on the front, which contains a radar, which is useful for finding the ships. It also has additional fuel tanks, so it can stay in the air longer than the others, and various other little bits of equipment that are subtle differences. So the maritime patrol involves going offshore, flying over the fishing grounds around the islands. We have a fairly large fishing industry. All the vessels that fish within our waters have to be licensed. So our role is to go out and make sure that all the contacts we get are licensed vessels. And then even if they are licensed vessels, we just make sure that they're doing all of the agreed things within their license of what they should be doing.